Have you ever felt like you're full of potential, but somehow your life doesn't look like it yet? That's exactly how I felt. And you know what's funny? I've always been the kind of person whose head is constantly spinning, like ideas. I see possibilities everywhere. I get excited. I start things, and then I don't finish them. And after a while, I started to feel like I was running in circles. So I made a decision. For the next 90 days, I'm going to stop chasing new ideas and finally see one idea through. And this is day one. And you might be asking, why now? I mean, every year I'll tell myself, this is the year. Then January will pass, then February, March, like that. And before I knew it, half of the year was gone. And that's exactly what happened this year. I had all these plans for January 2026, and somehow, it's already July. And I realized something. I don't actually need another plan, I need proof. So instead of planning for another 6 months, I gave myself 90 days, long enough to see real progress. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, I mean, at least I know I tried. I know I actually committed instead of quitting halfway. And if I'm being completely honest, I'm tired. I'm tired of checking my account before buying basic things. I'm tired of feeling like my future depends on a version of me that never follows through. I'm tired of wondering what would have happened if I just stayed consistent. And maybe the hardest thing about it is I'm the only one holding myself back. Yes, this has nothing to do with village people, it has nothing to do with luck. Me. That was a hard truth to accept, but it's also very freeing because if I'm the problem, maybe I can also become the solution. My name is Gift, and if I had to describe myself in one sentence, I would say I'm someone that has really big dreams and a really bad habit of not finishing what I start. Yeah, I always had ideas. My head is always spinning, possibilities are everywhere, but somehow between starting and staying consistent, I lose focus. Yeah, and after a while, I realized something. It wasn't that I lacked potential. It wasn't that I liked what it took. I just lacked consistency, and that's a hard thing to admit because it's easier to blame your circumstances. It's easier to blame timing. It's even easier to blame village people and your home. Yeah, but if I'm being honest, I was the one getting in my own way. And the truth is that I'm not here because I've figured out life. Not yet. I'm here because I'm figuring it out. I'm in the process. And if you're in that season in your life where you're trying to become a better version of yourself, where you're building something, where you're trying to stay consistent, then maybe we can figure it out together. Yeah. And this isn't me teaching you, it's me documenting what it actually looks like to build a life you're proud of. The wins, the struggles, the failures, the days I don't want to quit, the days I feel like quitting, all of it. So you might be asking, who is her? She's not someone else, she's me. Just the version of me I've always imagined. The version that is disciplined, the version that keeps promises to herself, the version that doesn't make decisions from fear, but from a place of peace. Yeah, the version that is healthy, confident, growing in her relationship with God. The version that walks into a room and carries herself with quiet confidence. Not because she's trying to impress anyone, but because she knows who she is. That's who I'm becoming. And I don't think I'm the only one. I think all of us have a version of ourselves we've imagined. Maybe yours looks different from mine. Maybe you're trying to become a better doctor, maybe a better mother, a better entrepreneur, or maybe you're trying to become a better daughter, or maybe you're just trying to become someone who finally follows through with whatever she plans. Whatever your version of her looks like, I hope this journey reminds you that she's closer than you think. So, why 90 days? I chose 90 days because I think 30 days is too short. You can start something for 30 days and still not know if it actually works. But 90 days, that's long enough to see a difference. Think about someone who starts going to the gym. After the first month, you might not notice much. But by the third month, the changes are very obvious. And that's what I want for my life. I want to give myself enough time to say, honestly, this worked or this didn't work. And if it didn't work, at least I'll know I gave it a real chance. I'll know I put in my best. So for the next 90 days, I'm committing to showing up. Not perfectly, not having everything figured out, but consistently. I'll be uploading on both my social media handles, my YouTube channels. I'll keep sewing, I'll work out, I'll read every single day. I'll pray, I'll keep building. Even on the days I don't feel like it, I mean, I'm still scared. There's the fear, and if I'm being honest, I'm not scared that nobody will watch. Every creator starts from zero. I'm okay with that. So I'm not even scared of failing publicly. No, that's not the fear that I have. If something doesn't work out, I mean, I'll learn, I'll pivot, I'll change direction. So my real fear actually is becoming the person who starts yet again and never finishes. And here's one rule I've made for myself. I'm not restarting. If I miss one day, I'm not going back to day one. I'll continue from the next day. Because that's what life looks like. You don't become consistent by being perfect. You're actually becoming consistent by refusing to quit. And at the end of these 90 days, I don't care if my life is perfect. I don't care if everything goes according to plan. If these 90 days teach me one thing, I hope it's this, that I finally became someone who keeps the promises she made to herself. And if you're in your own becoming season, I'd love for you to join me. Tell me in the comments who you are becoming and let's grow together.